So now it's my privilege to invite to the stage one of our closing speakers who will be providing some summary remarks, my friend and colleague, Larry Bauer. Larry is the perfect person to share some reactions and thoughts from what he heard throughout the day. He recently retired from the government, where he spent many years, first at NIH as a research nurse, and then at the Food and Drug Administration, where he worked for 10 years in the Rare Diseases program within the Center for Drug Evaluation and Research. Please join me in welcoming Larry to the stage.
Well, I want to say thank you to James. I'd like to thank a couple other people in the audience. One is I'd like to thank the FDA staff that made it out today to come and be part of this meeting. The FDA staff, as you notice, have not contributed to this meeting, but have all been here in listening mode to listen and learn. In the rare disease space, as we've heard, there's over 7,000 rare diseases. And when you work at the FDA and you're reviewing new treatments for rare diseases, oftentimes the staff have to learn that even if you're a clinician, many clinicians have not seen these diseases before. So, the staff at the FDA have to learn, and this has been a wonderful opportunity today for the staff to learn. And could the people that are here from the FDA, could you all stand just for a second, just that we could see who's here from the agency? Yeah, so thanks again for being here. Second thank you I wanted to make is for the planning committee for this meeting. There's a lot that goes on behind the scenes. So I'd like to ask the people from the planning committee. We have Karen, Dan in the corner, Amanda, Anna, and James. Thanks so much. It was a lot of work, and I think that we've had a really good meeting. So some of the things, I'm not going to go over all the symptoms that we've heard today, but I just wanted to make a couple points about some of my impressions. One of the overarching things is that we heard both from Dr. Benke and from Dr. Davinsky that this is a specific and unique disorder that's different from all other neurologic disorders. Some of the things that make it unique, I think, are the refractory nature of the seizures. That I've never heard anything like this before in my career about seizures that are so resistant to treatment. Another thing is that all of the different systems, this is not a seizure disorder. This is a disorder that affects many body systems. And as we heard, some of the things that you families would like to see most are not. Of course you would like to see seizures controlled, especially when we hear about someone that has seizures that last for 15 to 20 minutes. It's just unimaginable. If you've ever been around someone with a seizure, even just 30 seconds seems like a long time, but to have a seizure for 15 or 20 minutes is just incredible. And I think one of the big takeaways for me too was that the things that seem to matter most are things about communication, being able to use our senses fully to express being human. Most of the things I hear that you want are related to quality of life, the ability to use your hands, to make gestures, to indicate anything, the ability to use your eyes to just indicate anything, that something is, anything that you want to communicate through your eyes. Imagine being able to use your voice to communicate. It's very painful today to hear some of the disconnect that parents feel with their children because of these communication disorders and those kinds of aspects. So it looks like when we hear about the treatments and some of the treatment failures, it looks in the future, as we look to the future, I think that it would be great if any one of these symptoms, if a treatment was developed for any of the symptoms, that could have improvement, whether it was for GI disorders, for bone, some of the bone problems, for communication, for cognition. Any improvement symptomatically would be a step forward. But I think what we are all here really looking for eventually is for a disease-modifying treatment that gets to the underlying cause And I hope that on this journey forward, this very circular journey that you all are on, that we're all on together, I hope that that's the outcome. And I just wanted to close with some of the words that we heard from Haley and her grandfather when she said, "We are in here. See us for our potentials, not our symptoms and limitations. I have hope there is a light at the end of my tunnel." And Haley and Ed, I just want to say that I think we all share in that hope that there's a light at the end of the tunnel. So thank you all very much.